I'm jogging up a steep mountain pass near my house, pushing myself harder than usual. My Garmin tells me, I need to do an interval training today. So here I am, running up this mountain, trying to hit the right heart rate zone. It's raining, it's cold, my legs hurt, my ankles are killing me, and honestly, I just want this whole thing to be over as soon as possible. Then, out of nowhere, bam! Something snaps in my Achilles heel. It hurts like crazy. I try to brush it off, thinking, just ignore it, it'll go away. But nope, it doesn't. With each step, the pain sharpens, reminding me that something's not right. Finally, I admit to myself, enough's enough, time to head back. On the way back, the cold and rain seem more intense, like they're highlighting my misery. My ankle throbs with a persistent dull ache. I'm soaked, chilled to the bone, and utterly miserable. This is supposed to be fun, right? But now it feels like anything but running. Nah, not for me, not anymore. As I limp home, I'm lost in a whirlwind of thoughts, primarily about my dislike for running. It's always been more of a battle than a joy. I've never found that zone that runners talk about, where everything just flows. Instead, it's a constant struggle, a fight against my own body, and injuries. They seem to be a constant companion, ranging from minor niggles to something more serious, like now. I really don't get why running is so beloved by many. This idea of a runner's high seems like a myth to me. I've never experienced anything close to it. For me, it's always been about enduring discomfort, pushing through the runner's low. And yet I find myself lacing up my running shoes, especially during the winter months. Why? Because I absolutely love cycling in the summer. Hitting the mountains on my race bike, now that's pure bliss. The effort it takes to ride up a mountain, the payoff when I get to the top, the warm weather, the beautiful surroundings. Life doesn't get much better than this for me. But to be in shape for cycling season, I need to maintain my fitness year-round, and that means enduring these winter runs. So I run, telling myself that it's a necessary evil, a means to an end. To keep myself accountable, I even signed up for a marathon next April and shared my goal with friends and family. But now, with my current state and dwindling enthusiasm for running, the prospect of facing everyone and admitting I might not make it feels daunting, almost embarrassing.
2 days later, here I am, sitting in my office at home, nursing my still swollen and painful right ankle. While browsing the internet, I stumbled upon Born to Run 2 by Christopher McDougall. Now, I remember reading the first book a while back and thinking it was pretty good. But this one, this sequel, it's promising something else entirely. A right way to run. A method that's supposed to keep you injury-free and, even more tempting, make running fun. At this point, I'm feeling pretty desperate. What have I got to lose, right? So I ordered the book. The promise is intriguing. Most running injuries come from bad form, they say. And with the right technique, running should be effortless, even enjoyable. And there's this 90-day program included, which sounds really appealing. Instead of just running, like most training schedules tell you to do, this program focuses on getting my running form in order first. It does this by a series of exercises that focus on form and strength. So, can this be what I need? Can this actually turn things around for me and make running something I enjoy and not just endure? There's a flicker of hope, a tiny spark in the back of my mind. Maybe, just maybe, this book holds the key. I'm cautiously optimistic, thinking about how great it would be to actually look forward to running, to feel that elusive runner's high, instead of the constant lows. With 20 weeks to the marathon, this might just be what I need to get back on track. About 2 weeks later, with my ankle finally feeling better, I'm ready to dive into my 90-day program. It's a mix of exercises and running, including things like running over logs to improve your form, foot core exercises to strengthen your feet, and the idea here is to stand on one foot without your heel touching the ground and maintain your balance. And running in place to music. They advised me to use the song Rock Lobster by the B-52s because it plays at exactly 180 beats per minute. The ideal running cadence, they say. So, I go into my gym, load up the song on my iPhone, press myself against the wall and start jogging in place to the beat. Now the first minute feels weird, a bit awkward, but then something clicks. I find myself getting into this rhythm. And it's like my body just knows what to do. I'm landing on my front foot naturally, not flat or on my heel, and my feet are staying right underneath me, not striding too far forward. The next step is to take this form and cadence outside, so I go to my local park. I'm supposed to run super slow for 30 minutes, but keep a high cadence of 180 beats per minute. So, my legs are going really fast, but I'm not going anywhere. It's like being on a treadmill, but without the treadmill. So eventually I start getting looks from other park goers as well, you know, the kind that says, is this a new sport or is he just really bad at running? I try to ignore them and push on. At around the 25-minute mark, my feet start to really feel it. It's painful, but a different kind of pain, not the sharp injury kind of pain. It feels more like a solid workout for my feet and calves. I can feel my body's working hard, but not breaking down. And that's a big change from how running used to feel. It's hard work, sure, but this time it feels like I'm actually going somewhere. 4 days into the program, with daily exercises under my belt, I faced my first real challenge. A 30-minute run, high cadence, but this time at normal speed. I've mapped out a little route around my neighborhood, lace up my running shoes and step outside, feeling a mix of anticipation and nerves. As I start running, I immediately notice a difference. My body seems to respond better to this new style. Running feels easier, more fluid, more natural. It takes about 5 minutes, but then I find my rhythm and my breathing evens out. I keep glancing at my Garmin, making sure that my cadence is hovering around 180. It doesn't feel like second nature yet, but with practice, I'm sure it will. Around the 3-kilometer mark, I hit my stride. My cadence and speed are in sync. And I'm feeling surprisingly good. Is this what enjoying a run feels like? For the first time, I think it might be. A sense of euphoria starts to build within me. The thoughts that race through my mind are optimistic and ambitious. I can do this. I can improve, run further, explore new routes. The idea of swapping my summer cycling for running, once unthinkable, now flickers in my mind as a genuine possibility. Returning home from the run, I'm still riding that high. The shower feels exceptionally good, washing away the sweat but leaving the exhilaration. I'm only in week 2 of the training program and the progress I've made is already exceptional. The marathon, once a daunting prospect, now seems within reach. As I dry off and settle down, I can't help but feel excited about the next day's training, eager to see how much further I can push my newfound love for running.